Have you ever stopped to think whether traveling after 70 is still a wise choice? Exploring new destinations and experiencing different cultures can be deeply rewarding, but for older adults, travel comes with a set of risks that are often overlooked until it's too late. As we age, both our bodies and minds go through changes that make travel more tiring, unpredictable, and potentially dangerous. While some seniors believe they can keep up the same pace they did in their 30s or 40s, the truth is that travel after 70 presents unique challenges. What was once a dream vacation can quickly turn into a stressful, even life-threatening situation. In this video, we'll walk you through 5 important reasons why traveling after 70 can be risky, from unexpected health emergencies to hidden financial pitfalls that could drain your savings. Each point is designed to help you better understand the real challenges older travelers face. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of why travel in your 70s and beyond demands extra caution, and what you can do to stay safe if you still decide to go. Stick around until the end, because the final reason we'll discuss is one that most seniors never even think about. Yet it's among the most common ways people lose money, time, and peace of mind when traveling. Reason number 1: increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the most pressing concerns for seniors is the elevated risk of sudden health issues while traveling. As we grow older, our bodies become less predictable, and conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, or respiratory problems can turn into serious emergencies without warning. At home, getting prompt medical care is usually straightforward. But while traveling, especially in unfamiliar or international locations, receiving the right treatment becomes much more difficult. A minor issue that would be easily managed at home can escalate quickly when you're far from your regular healthcare provider. For many seniors, these risks aren't just hypothetical, they're very real. Long flights can raise the chance of blood clots, deep vein thrombosis. High altitudes can strain the heart and lungs, and even common travel stressors like dehydration or heat exhaustion can have more severe effects. Older adults are also more susceptible to infections, making exposure to unfamiliar bacteria or viruses in different environments a real health hazard. Take the case of James, a 74-year-old with a love for travel. He and his wife booked a 2-week cruise, expecting a leisurely getaway. But on the 4th day, James began experiencing severe chest pain. While the ship's medical staff provided initial care, he needed a hospital urgently. Unfortunately, being in the middle of the ocean meant waiting for an emergency evacuation, a delay that could have cost him his life. Thankfully, he survived, but the ordeal left him shaken. Later, he admitted the entire crisis might have been avoided with better preparation and awareness of the risks. Another commonly misunderstood aspect is medical insurance. Many seniors assume their regular health coverage applies wherever they go. Sadly, many discover too late that they're not covered abroad. Without comprehensive travel insurance, even a short hospital stay, surgery, or prescription can result in thousands of dollars in out-of-pocket expenses. What can you do to stay safe? If you're over 70 and planning to travel, take these precautions. Consult your doctor before you go. Get a thorough health checkup and talk about potential risks based on your destination and health history. Bring all necessary medications with you, along with copies of your prescriptions. Research the healthcare system in your destination. Know where the nearest hospital is and whether English-speaking doctors are available. Purchase comprehensive travel insurance that includes medical coverage, hospital stays, and emergency evacuations, especially if you're traveling internationally. When it comes to health, preparation isn't optional. It's essential. It can mean the difference between a smooth trip and a medical crisis. Staying healthy is key to enjoying life after 70. But as important as health is, it's just one of several risks older travelers need to consider. In the next section, we'll explore another hidden danger that can quietly turn a trip into a nightmare. Number 2, increased exposure to infections and contaminants. One of the most overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 is the increased exposure to germs, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Crowded airports, packed airplanes, public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants all create an environment where bacteria and viruses thrive. For younger travelers, a minor cold or stomach bug might be a temporary inconvenience, but for seniors, these infections can lead to severe complications, hospitalizations, or even long-term health setbacks. A single trip can expose an older adult to more illnesses than they would typically encounter in months at home, and in some cases, the immune system just isn't strong enough to fight them off. As we age, our immune system naturally weakens, making it harder to recover from infections. Respiratory illnesses, in particular, pose a significant risk to older adults. Studies have shown that seniors are more likely to develop complications from flu, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to new strains in different parts of the world. Airplanes, in particular, are a breeding ground for germs. Passengers are often packed closely together, breathing in recycled air for hours at a time. And since people from all over the world pass through airports daily, it's easy to encounter viruses that your body has never been exposed to before. Then there's the issue of food and water safety. Many travelers are excited to try new foods in different countries, but for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can lead to digestive distress. Foodborne illnesses like norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can hit older adults much harder, leading to prolonged illness, dehydration, and a severely weakened immune system. And while locals may have built immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, travelers often don't have the same protection. Something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad washed in local water can lead to serious stomach infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars are other places where germs linger. Many people assume that because a place looks clean, it's safe. But surfaces like doorknobs, seatbelts, and tray tables are rarely disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who rely on mobility aids like canes or walkers are at even greater risk, since they frequently touch public surfaces for balance. So, how can seniors protect themselves if travel is unavoidable? Taking extra precautions is essential. Wearing a mask in crowded areas, washing hands frequently, and carrying hand sanitizer can help reduce the risk of picking up harmful germs. Only drinking bottled or filtered water, avoiding raw foods in unfamiliar places, and sticking to well-cooked meals can help prevent foodborne illnesses. And for those traveling internationally, getting recommended vaccines and carrying essential medications for stomach issues or respiratory infections is a must. Staying healthy while traveling is possible, but it requires vigilance, preparation, and a strong immune system. However, health risks aren't the only concern. There's one more reason why traveling after 70 can be more of a burden than a joy. And it's something that can impact not just your health, but also your finances and peace of mind. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Traveling may seem exciting, but for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be far greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, unpredictable schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that is difficult to recover from. Unlike in younger years, where a good night's sleep could recharge the body, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after a trip. And when the body is tired, everything else suffers. Immune function weakens, coordination worsens, and the risk of illness or injury skyrockets. One of the biggest issues seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make it nearly impossible to get proper rest. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired. It affects mental sharpness, weakens the immune system, and even increases the risk of heart problems. Studies have shown that seniors who travel across multiple time zones often take longer to adjust, meaning jet lag can last much longer than expected. This lingering exhaustion can turn an otherwise enjoyable trip into a miserable experience, leaving travelers drained instead of rejuvenated. Then there's the issue of physical strain. Sitting for long periods on a plane, bus, or train can lead to stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an increased risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation issues, extended travel times can cause discomfort that lasts long after the trip is over. And even once you arrive at your destination, the physical demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with scheduled activities can quickly become overwhelming. What starts as an exciting vacation can quickly turn into a struggle just to keep up. Consider the case of Richard, a 75-year-old man who had always loved traveling. After retirement, he and his wife planned a 2-week vacation overseas, assuming it would be just as enjoyable as their trips in earlier years. But after a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even begun. By the second day, he had trouble walking long distances, struggled to stay alert during tours, and found himself needing frequent breaks. By the time he adjusted, it was almost time to head back home, and he spent the following weeks recovering from the trip instead of enjoying his memories. Another challenge seniors face is maintaining their usual diet and hydration levels. Many destinations have unfamiliar foods that can cause digestive issues, and staying hydrated while on the move is often overlooked. Dehydration alone can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple activities feel like a struggle. Combined with poor sleep and physical strain, it's easy to see why many seniors feel worse after a trip rather than refreshed. So, what's the solution? If travel is unavoidable, seniors should plan plenty of rest days, stay hydrated, and avoid overloading their schedule with back-to-back activities. Taking shorter flights with layovers to move around, packing nutritious snacks, and making time for naps can also help reduce exhaustion. But most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is crucial, because a vacation should be enjoyable, not something that takes weeks to recover from. The physical toll of travel is a serious concern for seniors, but it's not the only hidden danger. Number 4, higher risk of falls and injuries. One of the biggest dangers of traveling after 70 is the increased risk of falls and injuries. As we age, our balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally decline, making us more vulnerable to accidents. While a minor stumble in your own home might not seem like a big deal, a fall while traveling especially in an unfamiliar place, can lead to broken bones, serious hospital stays, or even permanent mobility issues. The reality is a single fall can change the course of a senior's life, turning what was meant to be a relaxing trip into a painful and costly ordeal. Many seniors don't realize just how different travel environments can be from what they're used to. Hotels, cruise ships, and historic sites often have uneven floors, poorly lit staircases, or slippery surfaces that make falling more likely. Some destinations have little to no accessibility accommodations, meaning simple activities like stepping onto a bus or walking on cobblestone streets can become unexpected hazards, and in many places, emergency medical services aren't as fast or advanced as they are back home, meaning even a minor injury can take longer to treat, increasing the risk of complications. Take the case of Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Europe. She was in great shape for her age and walked regularly in her neighborhood without any problems. But when she arrived in Italy and started navigating the steep, uneven streets, she quickly realized it wasn't as easy as she thought. One evening, as she stepped off a curb in a dimly lit alley, she lost her footing and fell hard, breaking her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital, where doctors told her she needed surgery. Not only did she have to cut her trip short, but she also spent months in recovery after returning home. What was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime turned into an experience she wished she had never taken. Another major factor is fatigue. Traveling often involves long days, irregular meal schedules, and disrupted sleep patterns, all of which can affect balance and coordination. When the body is tired, reaction times slow down, making a misstep or stumble more likely. And for seniors with arthritis or joint pain, long walks through airports, train stations, or tourist sites can cause swelling and discomfort, increasing the risk of a sudden loss of stability. So, how can seniors reduce the risk if travel is necessary? Choosing destinations with good accessibility, avoiding high-risk areas with uneven terrain, and always using proper footwear can help. Walking sticks, supportive shoes, and staying well rested can also make a big difference. And above all, recognizing personal limitations is key. Because no trip is worth sacrificing your long-term mobility and independence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, travel insurance and financial risk. One of the most unexpected dangers of traveling after 70 isn't just about health. It's about the financial risks that come with it. Many seniors assume that if they run into a problem while traveling, they can simply rely on their insurance or personal savings. But the reality is that travel-related medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial scams can drain a person's bank account faster than they realize. For many seniors, a single unexpected event can turn a well-planned trip into a financial nightmare, leaving them with overwhelming expenses and stress. One of the biggest financial risks is medical care abroad. Many seniors don't realize that their regular health insurance often doesn't cover treatment in foreign countries. This means that if you fall ill or get injured while traveling, you could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. Even in countries where healthcare is more affordable, emergency medical evacuations, such as being airlifted to a proper hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without the right travel insurance, seniors could find themselves in a situation where they either pay an enormous bill out of pocket or go without the care they need. Then there's the issue of trip cancellations. Many seniors book trips months in advance, assuming they'll be in good health when the time comes. But life is unpredictable. Health conditions can arise suddenly, requiring a trip to be postponed or canceled altogether. Unfortunately, many airlines, hotels, and cruise lines have strict policies that don't allow refunds for last-minute cancellations, meaning seniors can lose thousands of dollars if they have to change their plans. Without proper trip insurance, recovering that money can be nearly impossible. Beyond medical costs and cancellations, there's another serious financial risk: scams and fraud. Seniors are often targeted by scammers who prey on travelers, using tactics like fake taxi services, overcharging for simple goods, or even elaborate schemes designed to steal credit card information. Many scammers specifically look for older adults who seem unfamiliar with their surroundings, knowing that they are less likely to notice a scam happening in real time. And in some cases, criminals take advantage of seniors by offering fraudulent vacation deals that turn out to be nothing but an expensive trap. Consider the story of George, a 76-year-old man known for being financially cautious. He had carefully saved for a dream vacation to a tropical island, planning every detail to ensure a smooth and relaxing experience. However, when he arrived, he discovered a shocking reality. The hotel he had booked online didn't exist. He had unknowingly fallen victim to an online scam, and by the time he realized it, his money was gone. With no place to stay, George had to urgently find another hotel. He ended up paying twice what he had originally budgeted just to secure a room for the night. What was meant to be a peaceful getaway turned into a stressful and costly ordeal that followed him home. How can seniors protect themselves? 1. Verify your insurance coverage. Before traveling internationally, check whether your health insurance covers you abroad. If it doesn't, purchase a comprehensive travel insurance policy that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. 2. Book through reputable sources. Always use trusted travel companies or platforms when booking accommodations or tours. Avoid deals that seem unusually cheap. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. 3. Practice financial caution. While abroad, minimize the amount of cash you carry, protect your credit card details, and be wary of strangers asking for personal or financial information. Travel is certainly exciting, but after the age of 70, the risks, particularly financial ones, become much more significant. From surprise medical bills and trip cancellations to fraud and scams, even a well-planned vacation can turn into a costly misstep. Not every senior is prepared for these risks, which makes caution absolutely essential. But does that mean travel should be avoided altogether? Not necessarily. Final thoughts. We've just explored 5 key reasons why traveling after 70 comes with real and sometimes serious risks. Risks many seniors don't anticipate until they're dealing with them firsthand. Health emergencies, injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls can transform a long-awaited vacation into an overwhelming, even dangerous experience. While traveling may feel like the perfect way to enjoy retirement, it no longer comes with the same ease it once did. For seniors, it requires careful planning, greater awareness, and smarter decisions. That doesn't mean giving up travel altogether. It means changing how and where you travel. Rather than enduring long-haul flights or jam-packed tours, it may be wiser to opt for shorter, less strenuous trips, local or domestic travel, destinations with accessible medical facilities, itineraries that allow for plenty of rest and recovery. The goal should always be to enjoy travel, not to endure it or recover from it for weeks afterward. If you or someone you love is over 70 and thinking about traveling, ask yourself a few important questions. Is your health stable enough for the trip? Do you have the right insurance in place? Is your destination safe and accessible? These may not be the most exciting questions to consider, but they're among the most important. Answering them honestly could save you from unnecessary stress, financial loss, or worse. Ultimately, longevity is about more than just living longer. It's about living well. That includes maintaining your health, independence, and peace of mind. If that means rethinking or postponing certain travel plans to stay safe, then it's a smart trade-off. Thank you for being here. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned today, or how you plan to apply this in your life. Your input truly matters and encourages us to keep producing valuable content for you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue creating content that informs, empowers, and inspires. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.